like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
Tonight isn't just about a birthday cake or flickering candles. It's about history wrapped in harmony. It's about 3 souls who grew up chasing one dream, and 2 hearts who decided to make one of them feel like the most loved person in the world. When the clock quietly turned to Hobi's special day, something beautiful was already in motion. Behind soft whispers and secret rehearsals, Jimin and Jungkook were preparing more than a surprise. They were preparing a memory. Because when it comes to celebrating JHope, their sunshine, ordinary simply isn't enough. This isn't just a birthday story. This is a Jikook kind of love story, extended outward, glowing warmer, and wrapping Hobi in the kind of affection only years of shared dreams can create. This wasn't just a birthday. It was the kind of night where memories glow softer than candlelight, where laughter carries history, and where love quietly fills every corner of the room. And at the center of it all stood 3 souls who have grown up together under the brightest and harshest lights in the world: Jimin, Jungkook, and the birthday sunshine himself, JHope. But this time, the spotlight wasn't for the stage. It was for Hobi. The plan had started days earlier. Jimin was the emotional architect of it all. He remembered everything: the flavor of cake Hobi once casually mentioned during a late-night live, the song he hums when he's nervous, the way his eyes crinkle when he laughs. Jimin wanted this to feel personal, not grand. Intimate, not loud. Jungkook took charge of the execution. Quiet, focused, determined. He coordinated timing, checked the speakers twice, adjusted the lighting himself. He even rehearsed a softer acoustic version of Happy Birthday, because he didn't want it to feel generic. He wanted it to feel like them. Hobi walked into the practice room that evening thinking it was just another schedule. The lights were dimmer than usual. Staff moved around casually, trying too hard to look normal. He didn't notice. Not yet. Then suddenly, darkness. Silence. A pause long enough to make him blink. And then Jungkook's voice. Gentle. Unmistakably warm. He began singing, slowly, almost like a lullaby. The kind of tone that wraps around you before you even realize you're being held. A second later, Jimin's voice joined him, airy, emotional, layered perfectly over Jungkook's deeper harmony. Hobi froze. When the lights came back on, there they were, standing side by side, holding a simple cake with glowing candles. No extravagant decorations. No over-the-top staging. Just sincerity. Happy birthday, our sunshine, Jimin said softly as they stepped closer. Jungkook smiled, that wide, boyish smile that always appears when he's proud of something he's helped create. Hobi covered his face almost immediately. His laugh came out shaky. You guys, he whispered, already overwhelmed. Jimin reached him first, wrapping him in a warm hug that lingered. Jungkook followed, completing the embrace. For a moment, it didn't feel like idols in a practice room. It felt like family in a living room. ARMY might only see short clips or photos later. Caption: a few seconds of laughter. But what they wouldn't see was the preparation behind it. The late-night discussion between Jimin and Jungkook about whether to include old trainee footage. Jungkook insisting on editing the montage himself. Jimin carefully selecting background music that carried lyrics about friendship and growth. When the small video began playing on the screen, the room grew quiet again. Old clips flickered to life. Hobi laughing uncontrollably during debut days. Jimin clinging to him backstage. A younger Jungkook leaning shyly against his shoulder. Moments from tiny studios, cramped dorm rooms, early award shows. The kind of memories that built foundations. As the montage played, Jungkook instinctively moved a little closer to Jimin. Their hands brushed for a second. Neither pulled away. Not for the cameras. Not for attention. Just because emotions were high, and they have always found comfort in each other during moments like that. Hobi's eyes were fully wet by the time the video ended. Thank you for always being by my side, he said, voice trembling. And maybe that was the heart of everything. Because Jikook, as fans lovingly called Jimin and Jungkook, are often known for their closeness, their quiet glances, their natural chemistry. But on this night, their love expanded outward. It wasn't just about them. It was about honoring someone who has been their light. After Hobi blew out the candles, the atmosphere softened again. Jungkook playfully sang an exaggerated high note just to make him laugh. Jimin nudged both of them, giggling, cheeks slightly flushed from emotion. There were photos. There was teasing. There were promises of dinner together later. But the most beautiful moment happened when everything calmed down. Staff began clearing the room. Cameras lowered. The excitement settled into a peaceful stillness. Hobi sat between Jimin and Jungkook on the floor. He leaned his head lightly on Jimin's shoulder. Jungkook casually wrapped an arm around both of them. No dramatic speeches. No grand declarations. Just quiet comfort. And in that silence, everything spoke louder than words. Because love doesn't always arrive in fireworks. Sometimes it arrives in thoughtful details. In remembered preferences. In voices harmonizing just for you. In two hearts working together to make someone else feel cherished. That's what Jikook gave Hobi that night. Not just a surprise, but reassurance. That no matter how far they travel, how big the stages become, how heavy the expectations feel, they are still three people who grew up side by side. Happy birthday, Hobi. And to Jimin and Jungkook, thank you for reminding us that the most powerful kind of love is the one that quietly shows up, prepares in secret, and celebrates loudly when the moment comes. And when the candles had melted down to soft pools of wax, when the laughter slowly faded into comfortable silence, what remained wasn't just the memory of a surprise. It was the feeling. The kind of feeling that lingers long after the lights turn off. That night wasn't about grand gestures or viral moments. It was about two hearts choosing to honor the third who has always been their light. Jimin and Jungkook didn't just give JHope a birthday surprise. They gave him reassurance. That he is seen. That he is cherished. That he is home. Because in the end, love within BTS has never needed loud declarations. It lives in harmonies sung softly. In hugs that last a second longer. In glances that say, I'm here. I've always been here. And maybe that's why moments like this stay with us. Not because they are dramatic, but because they are real. Happy birthday, Hobi. May your light continue to shine, surrounded by the two who never forget to celebrate you.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun.